Hey everyone, welcome back. The Jurassic Park 30th anniversary celebration is finally in full swing. We've seen the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary logo pop up on a couple of Hammond Collection things, but we finally have some products paying homage to those classic Kenner toys from the early 90s. First of which that we're taking a look at is the Dr. Alan Grant Tactical Claw Pack. Now, these 93 classic sets in the US are exclusive to Target. Their pre-orders go up about a month ago. They're actually being found in stores. I don't think there's even a release date for the pre-orders yet, but the official release in stores is today, the day of this review being recorded is April 16th. I actually found this set and the other ones a few days ago. I was on vacation in Florida, found them. I had to leave the Scutosaurus set because it would not fit in my carry-on, but I did pick up the Dilophosaurus set, and finally did find my Hammond Collection Pachycephalosaurus. But yeah, really excited for these 93 classic line. I grew up with the Kenner line, absolutely love the toys. Obviously I'm a huge fan of the movie, and these things are just absolutely great. I just love all the attention with all the homages to the Kenner line on the box art. Now, this set retails for $23.99. I'll leave a link down below to Target's website if you want to pre-order one. So it's about time Mattel started going back and tickling our little retro funny bones with some nice repaints of the classic Kenner line. So let's pull this box in and take a look at this beautiful box art. We got the Gallimimus, a baby Velociraptor, and an Alan Grant with all those fun, crazy 90 accessories. We got the Jurassic Park logo down here, 93 classic logo right in the middle. Up here in the corner, we got the JP30 symbol. And turn the box around, we get a nice homage to those back of the packaging of the old Kenner line with the nice dioramas of the actual product, how the action features work. Look, we even get capture gear. I'm so happy for capture gear. There's all the fun stuff that comes in the box. The other figures in the set. I've not found that Red Rex yet. I am dying for that. The Kenner Classic Red Rex is an all-time classic figure. So anyways, enough about the packaging. Let's crack this set open and take a closer look. And here is everything out of the box. And I have to say, Mattel did a great job with this set. This is just bringing back so many memories, just seeing, these big spring-loaded, oversized, ridiculous weapons with Alan Grant. The capture gear, just absolutely love the paint scheme on the Gallimimus, the inclusion of baby dinosaurs. They really nailed all the nostalgia with this line. I absolutely love it. Alan Grant comes in his, Kenner Jurassic Park 1 colors. It's pretty much a whole new body mold. I think the head is the same that we got on the Legacy Collection Alan Grant. I'm going to pull the Legacy one out a little while and see if they are the same. But yeah, that Gallimimus looks absolutely fantastic in the Series 2 colors. I just wish, some of the paint went down the tail. But other than that, I think Mattel just absolutely knocked this set out of the park. Love the inclusion of capture gear. The capture gear should have came with every dinosaur in Dino Escape. I guess Mattel was just saving the budget for this line. But yeah, this is just perfect. I absolutely love this. I hope there are more sets planned in the near future because this is the stuff I love. I love all this retro homage stuff. And now for some measurements, if you measure the galley along the length of the neck, it's 8 inches long or 20.3 centimeters, about 4¼ inches tall to the top of the head or 10.8 centimeters. So the Jurassic Park Gallimimus are around 26 feet long or about 8 meters. So I'll put this figure in the 140 scale range. It should be a lot bigger because you remember in the movie when Alan and the kids are running away from them, Grant was barely up to the hips on the Gallimimus. So yeah, it's a little bit small, but still great looking figure. And Alan Grant is just standard 3¾ inch figure, so he's 1/18 scale. 3¾ inches is 9.5 centimeters, and the little baby raptor is 2¾ inches long, or about 7 centimeters. Now let's first take a look at Alan Grant. This figure is completely a new mold. Even the head, I double checked it with the Legacy Collection, the Hammond Collection release. So good job, Mattel, for not reusing parts. And this is a perfect homage to the original Kenner, Wave 1 Alan Grant figure. They just really nailed the look with the blue shirt and the green pants. Just, I just can't get over the nostalgia. I just get all giddy doing this review. Let's pull Alan in a little bit closer and take a look. Very, very nice head sculpt. I think it's actually one of the better Alan Grant head sculpts. We've gotten a few of them already. His hat is done in white, shirt's blue with a silver zipper. You got a pocket right here, some nice folds on it. Sleeves are rolled up, nice beefy, muscular looking arms. Going down to the pants, green. You got a silver belt buckle. Very tactical looking pants. You have knee pads sculpted in on there. Boots are painted brown. You got the laces, back pockets. You got a, looks like a radio on the back. Just all around a really, really nice homage to the original toy. And for articulation, head can rotate side to side. It's on ball joints. You get a little bit of wiggly waggly. Arms can rotate. Elbow can stick out. You get up just under 90 degrees of bend on that joint. You get waist rotation. You can do the full splits, about 90 degrees at the hip and at the knee. You get a little rotation at that knee. Now, part of me wished that they use hammock collection articulation on these figures. But you know what? These are retro figures, and the originals had even less articulation than this figure. So I'm okay with them using like the old Legacy Collection articulation style. I think it just works for this line. And here is Alan with other Allens. This is the original Legacy Collection one and the Hammond Collection one. And I have to say, the head sculpt on the 93 Classic line, I think is the best Alan Grant head sculpt that we have. I like how he's a little bit shorter than the other ones too, because I don't know, it just gives it that really retro vibe. But yeah, we got a lot of Alan Grant figures, but I really, really love the head sculpt on this new one. Now, Alan does come with a boatload of accessories. First is this tactical vest right here. A lot of nice sculpting on the vest. You got a lot of belts, armor padding, with the shoulder straps. And now to put this on, Alan, let's get the camera to focus in on them. You can just unbuckle the back. Let's focus back in on this. And you just tab these in. So let's get Alan all tacked out. You just have to open this up. And my camera does not like focusing today. Just slide it over his arms, and once you get it over his shoulders, you just go around the back and just peg all that in. So Alan has some armor when he's battling the escaped dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. And we also get these binoculars right here. Nicely done binoculars. My camera just went to macro mode because I'm so close, and all you need to do is just slide these over his head like this. And you can have him hanging around his neck. And next up for Alan's accessories is this absolutely ridiculous capture claw gun. Just captures the ridiculousness of weapons of like the late 80s, early 90s action figures. And you got a little tab right here that extends the claw all the way out. And you can just pinch right here so you can grip onto some dinosaurs to help capture them. Doesn't really work great on the Velociraptor, but it can work pretty well on the Gallimimus. And next up is the crossbow accessory with this grappling hook. You have a little string attached to it, and another nicely done weapon. I just love the bright colors of the projectiles. The nice bright blue for this, and the spring mechanism on this works really great. Comes out with some force, but luckily it has a string attached to it, so you don't worry about losing this projectile. So yeah, just absolutely digging these retro weapons, and Alan just looks absolutely insane wielding them. And next up is the baby Velociraptor accessory. I love how they included these. A lot of the human figures came with a baby dinosaur. This Velociraptor, just bright green with some dark green markings on the back. It's nicely sculpted, has that nice, retro Velociraptor Jurassic Park vibe to it. Eye is painted yellow. The pupil is just the same green plastic. I'm okay with that. It's such a small figure. Doesn't really make a difference. We have some nice sculpted detail on it. Has an oversized head, very baby-like proportions, oversized arms and feet. You see the sickle claws, all painted green. I mean, all cast in green. No claw paint on these, which I'm okay with. These are such small figures. I can see why Mattel didn't do that. But yeah, really, really neat accessory. Just love getting these little babies with these retro figures. And lastly, let's take a look at the Gallimimus. I originally thought this was a, repaint of the Legacy Collection Battle Damage Gallimimus, but to my surprise, this is a completely new mold. I think everything except the arms are new on this figure. But yeah, great job. The paint scheme is very similar to the electronic Gallimimus that came out in Series 2. It's one of the few Jurassic Park Kenner figures I never added to my collection. I could never find that when I was growing up. But yeah, they did a really, really nice job on this figure. Let's zoom in and take a look at the head. Just love that bright blue with the bright red markers. It really makes this figure stand out from all the other Gallimimus figures in the line. The eye is painted black. I just think it gives it a really cool look with the completely black eyes. Nice glossy black paint. Going down to the arms. Arms are nicely sculpted. Like I said, these are pretty much the same arms that are in the other Gallimimus figures. Going down to the body we have more of that blue and bright red. Right here is the scan code for those who want to scan this into the fax app. And you can see, unfortunately, where that is painted a different color than the rest of the blue. So it kind of sticks out a little bit, but it's part of the gimmick, so not really a big deal. Going down to the legs, you have giant oversized feet to help with stability, but a lot of nice scale detail all over this figure, especially around the blue paint. You can really see where all that nice sculpting stands out. I wish the coloration extended a little bit on the tail. Mattel really does not like painting the tail. A lot of their dinosaur figures just kind of wish they went the extra mile on this retro set. But yeah, all around a really, really nice looking figure. And let's just do articulation really quick. Neck has a hinge joint. You can go up that far, down that far, and you can rotate it 360 degrees. Arms are on a hinge. They can swing out and they can move forwards and backwards. Going down to the hind legs can move backwards and forwards. There is a pivot on the hips right here to help with stability. And you have this very tiny tail that just has rotation. Still can't stand the rotation on the tails. I just wish they would just add a hinge joint. But all around, this is a great figure that has a nice homage to the original Kenner Gallimimus. And lastly, for the Gallimimus, you do get capture gear, and I'm so happy to see capture gear return. Mattel teased us a little bit with Dino Escape and even Dino Trackers. Very few figures actually came with the gear. I think every figure in both those lines should have came with gear, but so nice to see it make a return. It was such a big part of the original line, and I just absolutely love how it looks. You do have a cage around the head for the Gallimimus. You have a chain extending down to keep those arms secure. It's all poor little Gallimimus is all handcuffed, and you do have leg shackles. It's all made out of soft, flexible gray material. So yeah, just absolutely love that capture gear is back. Now moving on with comparisons, let's do a couple Gallimimus figures. Here is the old Legacy Collection version. You can clearly see it is a completely different body sculpt. They do share a lot of similar features, but it is a completely new mold on this figure, except for the arms. And let's do the Hammond Collection Gallimimus. Does he want to stand today? There we go. I would love to see the Hammond Collection Galley repainted in the retro colors. And last one, we actually did get a retro Galley. Well, I'm just leaning it up against here. These Attack Pack Gallimimus figures are absolutely terrible at standing. But yeah, Mattel did give us a Kenner repaint with this back when the Camp Cretaceous line was out. I was super excited for that. I believe this is like the first official Kenner repaint figure Mattel has ever done. But yeah, it looks great with the retro one. So if you want a little variation in your Jurassic Park 1 retro Gallimimus herd, definitely try to look for this older Gallimimus figure. And let's do some Hammond Collection comparisons of the Jurassic Park 1 dinosaurs. Here it is with the Velociraptor, and next up here it is with the Dilophosaurus, and next is the Triceratops, and lastly, oh no, Mr. Gallimimus, Mr. Too Small Triceratops knocked you over. And lastly, here it is with the Hammond Collection T-Rex. I still can't wait to get my hands on the rubber red Rex, and I'd love to see the Hammond Collection Rex repainted in those classic red Kenner colors. So final thoughts on the 93 Classic Tactical Claw Pack. Absolutely love this set. The Gallimimus turned out absolutely fantastic. All the accessories with Alan Gray are great. It just brings back all those early 90s memories of the old Kenner line. Baby Velociraptor is also great. It's just an all-around set. Definitely worth the $24 you're going to pay for it. And yay, we got capture gear. I can never get enough of those accessories. So yes, if you're an old school Jurassic Park fan, I highly recommend that you pick these sets up. Like I said earlier, in the US, these are exclusive to Target. The link to order these is down below in the description. I got the Ian Malcolm Glider Escape Pack I got to review next. And I did go hit the Targets around me today to see if they put out any of the retro stuff. They did not. Hopefully I can find the Scootosaurus. I had one in my hand when they show up around here, and hopefully I can get my hands on the Red Rex really soon. So yeah, so that will do it for the review. Got a few more new things that I need to review coming up, not just Jurassic Park stuff. Got some stuff coming in from other companies, so stay tuned for all that. And as always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.